What's up, guys? Day 20 of the 100 Days of LeetCode. Today we're doing another dynamic programming problem that seems to be the theme. It's going to be minimum cost of climbing stairs. So let's read the problem. You are given an integer array cost where cost I is the cost of the ith step on a staircase. Once you pay the cost, you can either climb one or two steps. You can either start from the step with index 0 or the step with index 1. Return the minimum cost to reach the top of the floor. So here, let's say we started at the 0th index, we'd have to pay 10, then we'd have to pay 20 to get out of the array. So the top of the staircase is basically getting out of the array. So in that case, we'd pay 30, or we can start at the step with index 1, pay 15, get out. Boom. Here, in this example, start at the 0th index, hop 2, cost is now 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's because, of course, you can step over 2, so you're just stepping over all these hundreds, and also this other 1. So that's how we get 6 there. All right, so we're going to think about this a little bit. Let's go down to the iPad. All right, so let's look at this one. It's example 2, and it's long enough where I think we can look at it and figure a few things out here. Okay, so right away I'm going to underline the first two indices, and these are important, of course, because we can start at them. So what does that mean? So it means that at index 0 we can pay 1 and jump 1 or 2. In this case it'd probably be 2, because why would we pay 1 and jump to index 2 when we could just start at index 2? We never would, but anyway, I digress. And at index 2 we can pay 100 to jump 1 or 2. Now how do we build that into a dynamic programming solution? Well, what we can do is we can look at the index after these two, which would be index 2, and we can say, what's the minimum cost to get here? Well, it's 1 or 100. The minimum of that, which is of course 1. So we want to replace this array element with the minimum of the two preceding array elements plus what the cost is at that element. We can replace that with 2. So what this means is that the minimum cost to get here and then go forward is 2. Now if we look at index, what would that be, 3? Well, the minimum cost to get here is either 100 or 2. So, it's going to be 2. And then here we can replace that with 3 because we have 2 plus 1. Same thing here. What's the minimum cost to get here? Well, it's the minimum of 2 or 3. That's obviously 2. We add 1 to that. We replace that with 3. Now, if we continue this all the way through the array, we're going to get our number 6 down here. So how do we code this? Let's find out. Okay, so once you understand the problem, it's fairly easy to code. Once you understand what you have to do, we're simply going to iterate. From index 2 to the end of the array. Now, like we did on the iPad, we're going to say cost I plus or equals the minimum of cost I minus 1 and cost I minus 2. And that's it. And then we're just going to return the minimum of cost -1, cost -2. So in Python, those are ways that you can reference from the back of the array. So -1 would be the last index, -2 would be the second last index. And the reason why we're returning the minimum is because, of course, we can jump from either the last index or the second last index. And there we go. Pretty easy once you figure it out. Dynamic programming is one of those things that once you figure it out, it clicks a little bit, and that's good. So yeah, that was day 20, the 100 Days of LeetCode. We got another 80 days. If you like that video, appreciate it, like and subscribe. Peace.